Hello, I'm FGX and welcome back to another secret feature video. These are videos I like to make on the channel every single time a feature comes out for Minecraft that is included in the update, but is not included on the official changelog. The reason these are so-called secret features is because the only way to find out about them is to either stumble across them by yourself or to watch one of these videos. Or in the case of this one, I do have to give full credit to Reddit because both of these were found by the Reddit community first, and then both were confirmed by Minecraft developers to be real Minecraft features. So don't worry, these are real, they're not going to be removed in a future update, and they're both really cool because they are to do with the brown mushroom. The brown mushroom came out yesterday and it was like, oh, this is kind of exciting, there's a brand new mob in the game. But as it turns out today, it's not just that it's a variant mob that's going to have behaviors added later, it's that the behaviors were secretly added alongside the mob, and yeah, they've been discovered over the past few hours with the developer that put them in, Kojo Max, kind of hinting it as he went along, and I thought it was kind of fun, so that's what we're going through in today's video, the two new secret features to do with the mushroom. So hopefully you do enjoy this video. You can like it if you do, because we'll also be talking about 19W08B. It came out today as well, but first of all, just as a key feature you need to understand before this video, mushrooms in Minecraft are a mob that only spawn inside of the mushroom biome, the mushroom biome if you want to call it that. And the thing about mushrooms you can do is you can milk them using a bowl to get an unlimited source of mushroom stew. This is really cool by itself, and this is something that has been true for the brown mushrooms as well. However, brown mushrooms are currently not obtainable in survival, at least so we didn't think, and it just seemed as though there are a different way to get the exact same type of mushroom soup. But what if, however, this wasn't the case? So the little catch here, if you want to make a mushroom in survival, you're going to need it to be thundering, which is, quite a little suspicious thing, and you need to either hope that somehow one of these mobs is going to get hit by lightning. It's a very rare, very unlikely thing, or you can maybe alter those odds by using a trident, maybe a trident with, say the channeling enchantment, and if you hit a red mushroom with one of these, as you can see, it's going to turn right into a brown mushroom. Which means there is officially a way to get these brown mushrooms in survival Minecraft. It's just they're going to be a lot rarer than the red mushrooms, assuming they don't change anything until then. So yeah, the longer you have a mushroom biome, the more and more of these mobs are going to slowly turn from red mushrooms into brown ones. I think that's a really cool feature first of all. And yeah, the other interesting thing about this, the kind of like expansion on that secret, is the fact that a lot of people don't know, but it also works the other way. So say you have a brown mushroom, just like we have out there, or in fact we'll just take a red mushroom and show you. You can take a red root mushroom, you can fire your trident at it, and that's kind of interesting. And then apparently you can lose your trident inside the fire, but you can take a brown mushroom, for instance, like we have right here, and then you can do the other way of spawning in lightning, which is in creative, of course. You can summon a lightning bolt, and as you can see, just like that, the brown mushroom and the brown mushroom baby have turned into red mushrooms. And if we do the same to go right back, you can see they'll go back to brown mushrooms, and you might be able to guess that, oh, assuming you don't kill them, but you might be able to guess that this can happen an unlimited number of times. You can take your brown mushrooms, turn them into red mushrooms, and vice versa, which means the more lightning strikes, the more slowly red mushrooms will turn brown, and brown mushrooms will turn red. This also means that if you really only want red mushrooms, for instance, you can turn all of your brown mushrooms into red ones, or if you really only want brown ones, you can do the same in reverse, assuming it's thundering here, because then when you shear the respective mushrooms, you'll either get your red, your 5 red mushrooms if it's a red mushroom, or if it's a brown mushroom and they're not dead because you made some mistakes, then you're going to see how you get your 5 brown in exchange for that. So yeah, that's a pretty sweet deal in my opinion. The mushrooms actually do have a cool synergy. Again, it's not that they added them as it was a secret and they're going to add things later, it's that they are actually quite useful right now, which is something I didn't expect, and is something I think is kind of cool. But it gets even cooler than this. There is a second secret feature found in this update, because as well as just being able to milk brown mushrooms for stew, which is nice by itself, you can also use these brown mushrooms for a little bit of a special effect, because if you feed them any flour, I've seen reports that it's just dandelions, but feed them any flour in Minecraft and they'll get a little white effect. Then if you milk them afterwards, you don't get mushroom stew, you get suspicious stew. So this is really cool, because suspicious stew is a brand new thing from this update, where you get random potion effects, like weakness in this case, as you just see, but you get random potion effects, or it's not quite random, it's based on what you put in, which means that you can actually use these cows as a way to get a lot of suspicious stew very quickly. So here's a different type of suspicious stew, and we can use this one to get a different effect, and I think that is such a crazy cool way of using like the two new features in this update, suspicious stew and the brown mushrooms together. So yeah, this one, in case you're curious, the orange tulip is going to give you also weakness. I think it's all tulips. But if we use the dandelion as a counterexample, the dandelion gives you saturation, which is a really good effect. So yeah, basically feeding dandelions to your mushrooms is one of the best effects you can get, but it's not the only effect you can get, and that's the cool thing. If you see a Mooshroom which has the white effect around it, you don't know for sure if you should go in there and like maybe try and get yourself some stew. And I don't know, I kind of like that as a mechanic personally. I like that you can basically poison or feed the mushroom and affect the milk that comes out or the stew that comes out. It's a pretty interesting feature, and it means that mushroom biomes have had a little bit of a buff. Again, they've kind of been left alone for a while, which is cool because most people don't use them most of the time, but it's cool to see here regardless. So yeah, it should be noted that the red mushrooms cannot take these effects. So the real difference between the two mushrooms is really brown mushrooms are rarer and brown mushrooms have one extra effect, but red mushrooms are a lot more common and therefore you'll find more of them, and they give you red mushrooms, which you might prefer instead. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Easy stuff to understand, easy stuff to do, and now you know the difference between the two mushroom types. So with that said, it's not the only feature we kind of missed from yesterday. I want to also clarify they did some more texture changes, and although we generally cover texture changes in big batches, I think it'll be important to like cover it at the end. I want to point out one of these ones because it was such a big and notable one, I would say. Because if we go over to here, at the very edge of our mushroom biome, you'll see how there is some snow on some grass. And you'll see how the texture for snowy grass has actually changed. So this is actually a really cool one. I like the new one a lot better. In case you're curious as to how you get this, all you have to do is take a single block of grass, or even mycelium, like take a single block of grass-based stuff, and then place one of these on there, and you're going to see how suddenly it turns super snowy. And I think, personally, it's a really cool idea. I think the fact that you can change the texture so much from one to the other is a little bit jarring, but again, presumably it will be updated. There's a lot of texture changes to come, and that's why I'm going to wait till the end of it to do another like full-on review. But for now you know there's a brand new texture for snow, as well as 2 brand new secret features and mushrooms. So in case you're curious about the other news that we kind of missed, or we not missed, but like that's come out since yesterday, because 19W08B is the second snapshot of the 8th week of 2019. It came out today, and you might be like, ooh, there's a new snapshot. But what you gotta bear in mind is when it comes to snapshots, generally speaking, the first one of the week is the most exciting one, and this week is no exception. 19W08A added a whole bunch of things, including the mushrooms and stuff like that, even the things we covered in today's video. But then the B snapshot is fixing bugs, fixing crashes, stuff that causes stability concerns, and that's why snapshots, generally speaking, again, it's not recommended as your full-time version, because you know, there's gonna be a lot more optimizers and fixes and stuff as the update goes forward. So just keep that in mind. There was a new snapshot today, but the one we're excited about is probably the one coming out next week, assuming there is a snapshot next week. That's why once a week we do these big news videos, and usually not much in between, but again, I figured I'd throw it in today's secret feature video. Also, while we're at this anyway, there's a pretty good chance of a brand new Minecraft Bedrock beta coming out, or, you know, like they said a major version, so it could be 1.10, but realistically speaking, a brand new Minecraft Bedrock beta could be hitting your Minecraft console slash Minecraft Bedrock in the soonest future. So if you play Minecraft Pocket Edition or Minecraft Windows 10 or Minecraft on any console, then I've got some good news for you. Maybe a new beta, and that's a good news for everyone because it means maybe a new version is coming a little bit closer. I can't wait till Minecraft 1.10, and I can't wait to show you if the 1.10 beta is something worth checking out. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. You can like it if you liked it. You can share it if you really liked it. You can subscribe if you're around here. And also, if you want to check out my live stream, I'll be doing it later on this channel. I want to do like a little bit of a preparation for a speed run, so like start to finish Minecraft. I think it should be some fun, and I look forward to seeing you. Live streams at the usual time, 8 PM UK time. You can Google that if you want to know what it is in your time. And yeah, for now, between this video going live and that, I'm going to go finish watching the Umbrella Academy. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I guess I'll see you later. So goodbye.